If you have any reason to defend an officer having a knee inside of a man's neck on the ground for over 5 minutes straight and watching him take his last breath, I'm just gonna tell you now, click off my video, unsubscribe. Please, 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 before I get into the depth and how deep this is, how serious this is, if you are one of the people who are going to start a fight in the comments, one of the people who are going to go comment on Lives Matter, one of the people who are going to start saying that people are looting and starting riots and not caring about lives, if you're just any person who's about to say something hateful and not positive in the comments, please click off my video. Leave. See you, because let's not forget that once you start a fight in the comments, you're actually boosting my algorithm and you're providing me with more views through boosting that algorithm and my engagement. So if I were you, if you truly do not want to support Black Lives Matter, then I would click off this video right now.
There's a couple of them on the bike, they got some stories to tell. They've seen some stuff. They've seen police abuse. They've seen police brutality. They've seen excessive use of force. That's why we're here. And they need to hear this too. They need to hear it too. Because you know what? There's a couple of them on the bike.
2 days ago, in St. Louis, downtown, I marched for George Floyd. I marched for AHMAUD. I marched for BREONNA. I marched for Mike Brown. I marched for Trayvon Martin. I marched for Tamir Rice. There is an endless list of African American males and females, don't forget Sandra Bland, that I marched for, because Black lives do matter and Black lives will always matter and the fight will never end. I marched in a peaceful protest that was successful, and I will continue to march and I will continue to fight for this problem because this is personal to me. I cannot sit around and act like nothing is happening right now in this country. I cannot sit around and continue to put out comedic content daily without coming to address this first, because this is something that matters more right now, and I can't just continue to push out content that I love making for you guys but then ignore using my platform to talk about something very specific that is happening to my community specifically. It's just, I cannot continue to make videos with this platform without addressing first that Black Lives Matter. I would be doing a disservice to my people and my family. I am an African American woman. I'm not mixed. I don't know white people in my family line. We're all Black, grandparents and all, and this matters to me. Black people should not be silent. White people should also not be silent, because white silence is violence. Black silence is violence. I believe that we will win. Arbor City has grown to see that although we have experienced pain for so many years, I was literally 14 when Michael Brown was killed. I wasn't able to participate in rioting and marching because my mom feared for my life. Now that I am 19, nothing has changed. There are still videos every single weekday that I go on the internet to find another Black lives lost due to police brutality. This is out of control. This has been out of control for years, and racism has continued to go for centuries of time, since slavery, since the beginning of this entire country. Now that the laws have been passed, now that they think slavery is over and not mass incarceration is another form of slavery, just by the way. Now that the slavery is gone, so rights movement's over, everyone thinks everything's fine. No, we have the internet now. We're going to continue to film this because this has been happening before the videos came out. We are just now realizing that when we film things, stuff gets done. When we expose these cops, stuff gets done. When we protest, stuff gets done. When we even riot, stuff gets done. We cannot sit here and continue to live our lives without recognizing that other people of our people are dying due to police excessive abuse of their authority. There are so many videos right now of police officers killing a black person, getting a pull over at a stop for stop sign rollage or a turn signal or something very minor, and then end up dying because they came to the car with their gun pulled. They thought they were reaching for something. They thought they were armed and dangerous. There are so many innocent black people who have died at the hands of cops abusing their power. And if you don't believe me, go watch them. There are cops now that we are protesting and causing a ruckus across the country because we're not standing for it, who are again continuing to abuse that power and just kicking protesters, spraying them. Someone snatched a mask and sprayed a man in the eye. Kids getting sprayed with pepper spray and or tear gas. People are being ran over by cops. Cops are undercover causing violence when black people haven't even started the violence. And they are bashing in windows and looting just to start all of this so that they can go back and blame black people. White people are also starting violence behind our backs just so that we can be blamed again and labeled thugs by our president. If your family member died by a white cop for a traffic stop, if your family was sitting there chilling and the cops busted down your door for drugs that you did not own and killed your family member, would you be calm? Would you be peaceful? Would you not fight for justice and let that cop murder your family? When black people experience this on a daily basis, it's like we are all a family and we've all lost their family member. So that is why we're not going to sit around any longer, and we won't, and we'll continue to do this. Because apparently when we don't speak up and fight for our rights, it continues to go. But if we suddenly stop the world, someone is going to get justice. The man who was charged for killing George Floyd has been charged with third-degree murder. Is that right? The man knew George Floyd, and he sat there on his neck as if that is not premeditated. It's not an accident. We are pushing for these men to go to jail for life, as if when black people murder another person, they get in jail for life. Talking about white silence, pretending like nothing's happening. What else did I say? I don't see color. Racism's been over. Slavery is gone. It's been over. Get over it. And then the common, I'm not gonna say anything. You not saying anything is continuing to let us die. Plain and simple. You sleeping with black men or black women, yet can't speak out about this, is causing you to be a part of the problem. You're causing violence by not using your privilege to help us. You're causing violence by letting mindless murderers who are cops stay on the loose and continue to kill more black people. If you can't sit up and either speak out about it, donate to people who need it, donate to the families in need, donate to bail funds, or sign petitions, call our representatives, fight for our rights, what are you doing? If you have a platform, what are you doing? There's so much awareness that needs to be spread, and if you're being silent, you're a part of the problem. Second thing, to the people who are blaming the rioters and the protesters, why is it that you're so focused on Target being robbed versus the cop who killed an innocent life? Again, I beg the question, if your family member died, would you do whatever it takes to get them justice? If you are blaming rioters who probably didn't start the riot, probably was an undercover cop, just being honest, if you're blaming rioters who are robbing multi-million-dollar companies who can easily rebuild their stores and easily rebuild everything, and even paying their workers who got laid off or paying their workers whose store was destroyed, you're part of the problem. How can you blame rioters over the white cop? What do you think sparks violence? What do you think sparks hate and anger? Death and hate and anger. Why are you guys worried about Target more than Black Lives? Target will rebound. They support police. The best way to hit white people to make them care is to hit their dollar, because a lot of the time they don't care until their dollar is managed, until their personal lives are affected. And that is why I cannot sit around and blame rioters, because police are fighting back too. Stores are supporting police and don't care about us. They make a killing off of black dollars, but yet when black people die, they say nothing. I am a Christian. I do not want to go out and start violence on my own, but I am not sitting here blaming our community who's been oppressed for hundreds of years and used to have KKK people burning crosses, burning down our houses with our children in it, destroying black neighborhoods and destroying black businesses for hundreds of years, suddenly getting mad because Target and Louis Vuitton got robbed. Just not gonna do it. People have the right to be righteously angry, people have the right to be angry, and people have the right to express who they are, and people have the right to stand up for their dead family member. We are not doing anything different than the people who stole this land in America have done. You have the right to be angry. My job to you guys is to tell you. Spread awareness, donate, march, put your money where your mouth is, sign petitions, vote, and get your representatives involved. If you're sitting there on your butt, retweeting a tweet or a broken heart, retweeting a tweet or sending a broken heart, you're not doing anything. I saw little kids with their moms, little black boy babies, with their fists up in the air, and that was the most empowering thing I've ever seen. Babies who know they might get shot one day for being black can sit and protest peacefully. Why can't you? It's just a thought. They know that maybe one day they'll be next. Maybe one day I'll be next. I go outside and fear for my life when I drive. I fear for it. My family, my brother, my dad, my uncles, I fear for them. If you're not going out, please sign petitions. Please help us. Don't stay silent and don't fight us for something that you have never experienced before. Because I guarantee if you're white and get pulled over, no cop is coming to your window with a gun. No cop is going to throw you out your car, ask you to step out and trample you to the ground. No cop is consistently going to beat you. No cop is going to put your knee in your neck and make sure you can't breathe. And no cop's going to listen to you say, I can't breathe, and not do anything. No cop is going to let you die in police custody. No cop is going to see your children playing cops and robbers and assume it's a gun and shoot them. No cop is going to bust through your white neighborhood door looking for drugs and shoot you on demand. That is your white privilege. That you don't have to be afraid of basic things. No white person running on a jog is going to get shot for being white. Here are my experiences with the St. Louis protests, and I will continue to fight for our rights until things get done. I love you guys. I love posting for you guys, but I couldn't continue posting without addressing this. I'm going to put clips and videos of the protests and prove to you that STL is strong, and every city should be speaking out about this and doing something. I'll put links down below of how you can support. We won't stop until everyone realizes Black lives do matter. And I just want to say thank you for everyone who is supporting Black Lives Matter and everyone who's refusing to be silent. Because we need you. Our families love you and we support you. Every white person who's standing up for us, we love you and support you. Every person of color standing up for us, we love you and support you. Even officers who are innocent and do not perform racist acts, we support you for not abusing your power. Please stay safe and get off your butt and do something about this. Thank you.
There's